My name is Mike Pope. I'm 25 years old. I fight out of Vanguard Gym in Manassas, Virginia. I feel good, doing this in front of, a local crowd here. It's good, all the people around here from Manassas know who I am, and, my family and friends are all around here. They can come out and cheer me on, and that was always a good incentive to win a fight, so I feel good about this. A couple months ago, I injured my knee a little bit. That set me back a little, But other than that, this training camp has been awesome. I've never felt better. I've never been more on point with my nutrition, my training. My strength and conditioning is great. I've, hitting just new PRs every time I walk into the gym, and I haven't banged anything up. No minor injuries here and there from sparring and grappling. But if you're not getting a little bit injured, you're not training hard enough. Has anything changed in the last year? A lot's actually changed in the last year. People are they're not gonna recognize this version of Mike Pope. As funny as that sounds, I've revamped my entire game plan. I've worked on the things I needed to work on. Like I said before, I took time off from my last fight to really concentrate on my jiu-jitsu game, and that has just skyrocketed. And now, differently than other fights, I'm actually working one-on-one with a boxing coach who is getting my hands, ready for this, getting my kicks, getting everything good to go. I'm doing things a lot differently, more like a pro fighter should. Before, when I was fighting amateur, I was coming in doing the classes, and now instead of, still doing the classes, but now I'm getting a lot of one-on-one work with guys, and that's really advanced my game. Jonathan Hughes, I know that he trains out of Disciple MMA, where Dustin Paige and some other really good professional fighters fight out of. He's a good dude. I've met him before. When I was studying his tapes, we started with his first fight to his most recent fights, and the cool thing about Jonathan is that he has progressively gotten better. You watch a video and you're like, okay, here's his weaknesses, and then you watch another fight and you're like, man, you fixed those weaknesses. So I'm just excited to get in the cage with him. I know he's a little bit of a striker, wrestler. He's pretty all-around good. Finished a lot of his fights on the ground, so eager to hit the mat with him and see where my jiu-jitsu and his jiu-jitsu line up. But I feel very comfortable striking. He's taller than me, but who isn't taller than me at this point? I'd have to cut down to 115 to find guys that weren't taller than me. So at this stage in the game, everybody's taller than me. So I'm always getting ready to fight taller opponents. Everybody in the gym here is taller than me. So I've developed a game that works against tall people, and I believe that gives me the advantage in the strength realm, and especially when we get down to the mat, being able to impose my size is, part of my game plan. Well, I'm training, 6 to 7 hour days, 5 to 6 days a week. I am taking, rest days. That's really important. A lot of people don't understand the importance of taking their rest. But like I said before, it's a lot of one-on-one work now, and traveling around, training at different places, getting different looks, sparring with different opponents. I feel like, I've trained more like a professional fighter for this fight, and this fight camp started with the Nate Jamie fight that didn't happen, and it never stopped. So I've been training for a fight literally for 6 months now. So it's been a non-stop fight camp, and I feel like it's made me an incredible fighter, and really giving me some tools that I'm going to be able to show off in the cage that people haven't seen from me before. Honestly, I see him trying to stand and pick me apart from a distance. I analyzed this fight with Jesse Mitchell. Jesse and I are close to the very similar builds, and we're very similar in height. So I see him trying to stand and use his reach. I don't see him trying to take me down. I really don't. He's got good jiu-jitsu from what I've seen. I think I have great jiu-jitsu. So I don't see him trying to take me down. I think that he's going to try to stay out of the clinch, and just Nick Diaz me. Just try to pattern me with as many punches as I can. And he's got the right size to do that. So I feel like he's going to want to keep this fight standing. I want to say thank you to Jaco for sponsoring me. I truly believe they have one of the best brands in MMA. Their apparel is off the chain. I want to thank my teammates for putting up with me and pushing me to the new limits, and I'd like to thank my family for being there and being there through all of this, the time away, my cranky attitude sometimes, the weight cuts. That's what I like to thank. What do I have to say to Jonathan Hughes? Honestly, can't wait to get in the cage with you. Very tough guy, So it's always a privilege to fight tough guys. I don't want easy fights. I've said that before in the past. So I hope he's staying healthy. I hope that he is training just as hard as I am. I have no doubt that he is. So the only thing I got to say to him is I will see you July 28th.